Hello everyone, my name is Michael, and today in our payroll calculator series, we are going to talk about how to prevent embezzlement. If you are a payroll professional or just starting your own business, I got a free software for you. I have built a free payroll calculator for your iPhone that includes a lot of functionality that every single payroll professional needs. If you're interested, please check it out on iTunes under Payroll Calculator or visit my link in the YouTube description below. Just to let you know, embezzlement is actually quite common, especially in really small companies. Have you ever suspect that your employees are involved with theft within your company? How about suspecting that they are dishonest with you? And have you noticed discrepancies in your company's financial assets? If any of the three were true, then you might be having embezzlement occurring at your company. These might be from really new companies at your company, or it might be from a trusted long-time employee. In this lecture, I'm going to talk about how to prevent these situations from happening in your. So, first of all, let's go over the definition of what is embezzlement. Well, embezzlement is a type of theft that utilizes the trusting relationships between the employer and employee for financial gains. It is usually done by a person who is trusted in a position that allows him or her complete financial access of the business, typically with minimal to no oversight whatsoever by the supervisor or the owner of the company. So here are the 4 steps that I'm going to tell you how to prevent embezzlement at your company. The very first step is to hire the right employee. Checking all references is always a good thing when hiring. Check all of the education background, all of the police checks that you can, or even hire a professional recruitment services to do it for you. Make sure that this candidate comes clean before getting into your company, or else you might regret it later. Also, if possible, at your place where your business is built on, um, if it is available by insurance for that particular employee, a fidelity bond insurance coverage. If the insurance company refuses, or if the employee is not bondable, then there might be an issue with this particular employee and you might not want to hire that guy. The second step for preventing embezzlement is to treat them well. Treat them like how you treat your friends. Treat them with honesty, with respect, and give them good opportunities and think for them as well. If you treat them well, your employees would feel it. They would know. And they will think twice before committing an embezzlement because of that. The third step of preventing embezzlement is to lead by example. To make sure that your employees or your subordinates don't embezzle, you have to first be honest in your activities. Leaders must lead by example. Leaders are very transparent to their employees. We cannot expect our staff to be acting differently than what we actually do. So, for example, if you take office supplies home, your subordinates might feel that it is okay for them to do it as well. Also, if you are using your time in the office to do some other stuff, your employees might feel okay to do other stuff during their office time as well. So, if you are honest with your activities and you do what you expect your employees to do at work, then you will lead by example and thus would prevent embezzlement. The fourth and final step that I'm going to tell you in this lecture in order to prevent embezzlement is to decrease the temptation. And how would you do that? Well, the easiest thing is to minimize the opportunities. So some of the methods can be assign smaller duties to a particular employee. So if someone is already making deposits for your company, then the balancing checkbook should be done by another guy, and sending statements out should be done by another guy as well. I know that this is very difficult for small businesses, and if you are a small business owner, I would suggest that you could outsource all of your payroll, your tax prep, your checkbook balancing, and managing your accounts payable to some other company. The second method is you should review your daily financial reports, your payment history, your cash receipts, your credit card payments, all of the financial data. You should review it daily. Compare all of the deposit slips to the actual account. Do some really mini audit. Let your staff know that you will be checking them or questioning them. If you don't have time, just tell them that you will check them randomly. Therefore, they will actually see that there is a risk of doing embezzlement at your company. You should also review your bank statement every day. Make sure that all of the in and out of the money is of the right purpose, and you can keep track of every single one of them. Make sure that all of those are clean. Know where your money is going. When you look at the accounts payable, all of the um, payment history, you should at least have a rough knowledge of where your money is going to. You should also establish office policies. Make sure a list of rules are indicated and be communicated to every single employee, making sure that they know that these type of things are not tolerated in the workplace. And um, last but not least is to watch your overhead numbers. You should know the basic overhead numbers for the business so that if anything comes up in your reports when you're reviewing it, you could identify it whether or not they are real overhead numbers or fraud. If you are a payroll professional or just starting your own business, I got a free software for you. I have built a free payroll calculator for your iPhone that includes a lot of functionality that every single payroll professional needs. If you're interested, please check it out on iTunes under Payroll Calculator or visit my link in the YouTube description below. And this concludes my lecture. Please look out for my other tutorials of this series. I have also have included a link to a textbook that I could recommend if you're very interested in this topic for more further reading. Um, the link that I've provided in the video description has a more discounted price, but if you don't want to use that link, you could always buy it either on your local bookstore or online at another store. Thank you very much for listening to my tutorial.